us who are Biafrans, who are sincere agitators, we are not surprised. There is nothing that is happening today, that is going to happen today in that contraption called Nigeria that is going to surprise anybody that is sincerely a truthful person. If you are sincere to yourself, you are truthful, and you know what you're fighting for, nothing that happens in that contraption called Nigeria will surprise you. So today we are going to talk about the new blackmail that they have brought. They brought a new blackmail they are using against the ESN, against Mazen Nandekano, against IPOB. You saw the beheading of soldier. You saw the beheading of a soldier with his wife who wanted to get married, who were beheaded, and were displayed, video taken and sent out, pictures taken and sent out. And what did they do? The next day they begin to peddle lies that it is ESN that committed the crime. They say it is Biafran people that committed the crime. But from every indication, every single one of us know that that is not the identity of the Biafran people. That is not the fingerprint of Biafran people. We know people that does that kind of thing. Why is it so difficult for these people to stop killing innocent people in order to blackmail the IPOB? Why is it that the politicians, the elites in Biafran land are not shouting, they're not speaking up about what is happening? Innocent people are being killed on a daily basis in order to frame up IPOB. The life of innocent Biafrans are being taken. Innocent people's life are being destroyed in order to frame up IPOB. Even the devil himself knows that that thing they are pushing forward, that blackmail they are pushing forward, that is not the footprint of the IPOB. It's not the footprint of Biafra people. Biafra people do not murder innocent people. Even during the Biafran war, we never murdered innocent people. Even during the Biafran war, we never engage in that kind of barbaric murdering or beheading of people. Biafra never engaged in such. So how can all of a sudden you begin to see that at this present time? This is the footprint of the caliphate. The DSS, the Fulani Caliphate, placing their footprint in Biafra land in order to demonize the Biafra struggle, in order to make sure that they distract the Biafrans from sending the message, in order to distract Biafrans from doing the needful. That is why they are fighting on all fronts. They know that Biafra is coming, and coming very fast, faster than they can expect. They know that Biafran people we can't relate in our effort. They know that they cannot shift Biafrans or shake them. What did they do? They start propaganda. Different kind of propaganda, even at the expense of human life. You see the way they took the life of innocent couple. They took the lives of innocent couple in order to frame up IPOB, in order to frame up the Biafran people, in order to frame up the ESN. They took the life of the innocent people. Innocent couple. They chop off their head and place their head on their body and took a picture. Who does that? That is not the footprint of Biafra. We know the people that have been doing that thing from day one. It is only in the north, the Fulani Caliphate, they are the ones who are very good in that action. We have seen them time and time again. They don't hide when they do it. The only people who see without footprint are the Fulani Caliphate, the Fulani terrorists. They do it even on video. Even on video. They do it on video. They don't hide it. But today, they export them to the southeast to go and play the same scenario in order to blame IPOB. They want to do everything possible to make sure that they tag IPOB a terrorist organization. But it's dead on arrival. Every elite in Biafra land, every politician in Biafra land will pay dearly. We pay dearly for conniving with the government to frame up their own children, to frame up their own people. Every single beheading you are seeing in the southeastern part of Nigeria is done by the Fulani Caliphate, sponsored by the federal government of Nigeria in order to frame up IPOB. They are looking for a ground to kill innocent people. That is what they are looking for. A ground to begin to murder innocent people on a daily basis. A ground, that is what they are looking. They prepare a ground on how to murder innocent people. Remember when they do the first time they did the Imo State, it was when they said they saw the kidnapping them, where people were eating human beings. They said they saw a kidnapping them where people were eating human beings in Imo State, very close to the home of the governor. All of a sudden, they begin to blame the IPOB. They begin to blame the ESN. But at the end of the day, the ESN was vindicated. ESM was vindicated that they have no hand in it. They were not part of it. It has nothing to do with them. It has nothing to do with them. But today, they have intensified on that blackmail. The blackmail have increased. I said it at the beginning of this year, that blackmail will increase. Killing will increase. Sabotage will increase. Betrayal will increase. Confusion will increase. Anything you can think of. You haven't seen anything yet. And why are you seeing everything in increase? It's because Biafra is close. They know it better than you and I know. The politicians, the Fulani Caliphate know that Biafra is closer than you can ever expect. They know that. And that is why they are doing everything possible to destroy as many lives as they can. And for you to be safe, you have to listen and listen good. Be careful where you go, how you go, wherever you go at that time. Stay at home when you have to be at home. Move out when you have to move. If you are going to work, go to your work, go to your business, and come back home straight. This is not the time for partying in Biafra land. I am speaking to those who are in Biafra land. This is not the time for party. This is not the time for party. Because these people are out to use everybody as a sacrifice. They are taking lives. They are doing everything possible to make sure that they demonize the southeastern part of Nigeria to make them a terrorist section. They are trying everything possible to export their terrorism to Biafra land. They are doing it by all means. You saw what they did to soldiers. A man and a woman. They killed even their own. They took the life of their own person serving them. A soldier serving them, they took his life. All in the name of framing IPOB, because they want to frame IPOB. Every single one of us, if you can tell truth to yourself, we know the people who have that footprint. We know the people who are known by beheading. And they are not hiding about it. The only people that we know that are known by beheading, who I know that are known by slaughtering people, are the Fulani Caliphate and their terrorists. The terrorists in the north. They are the people that are known with that footprint. And they are not hiding about it. They have done it in video. They claim responsibility. They do it and they claim responsibility. They have done it in video. They are not hiding. They are not hiding about it. They have beheaded soldiers time and time again in the northern part of Nigeria. They have been doing it. So it is not new. What you are seeing happening in Biafran land today is not done by any Biafran. It is not done by any group in Biafran land. It is done by the Fulani Caliphate and their the terrorist government. It's done by the sponsored by terrorist government and the Fulanis. They are the ones who are planning everything possible to frame up Biafra land. That is what they're doing. Taking the life of innocent people. They take the lives of innocent people. They don't care. They don't care. In order to make sure they paint us evil. They are doing everything possible. And they will go to every length. They will go to every length to paint us evil. They go to every length. They don't care. They don't care what you are saying. They don't care what you want to do. They don't care who is involved. They will even kill their own children. And when we see this thing, some people become surprised. You see some people who are supposed to be defending their brothers, who are supposed to speak up, they're not speaking up. The politicians and the elite in Biafra land, who should know better that this thing, this evil is being done by the Fulani Caliphate and their government. They are the one trying to frame up IPOB, trying to frame up every organization in Ebola, trying to create a scenario where they can come in and kill innocent people. The elite in Biafra land know that this is their plan, but yet they will not speak. They will not speak. They will keep silent. Chukwu Okike Abiama will judge every one of them. Chukwu Okike Abiama will judge every one of them. This is not the first time they're doing it. These people went to the extent of killing their own. Remember when they killed Gulag? Remember when they killed a politician from the northern part of Nigeria, Gulag? They killed Gulag. They shot him in broad daylight. Gulag was killed in Imo State. And they tried to blame it on IPOB. They tried to blame it on IPOB, but it didn't work. Chukwu Okike Abiama made it didn't work. Chukwu Okike Abiama turned it around against them. This is the extent that this can go. This government of the caliphate led by the late Muhammadu Buhari, government of the caliphate, they can do anything possible to make sure that they destroy Biafra land. They will do everything possible to make sure they destroy Biafra land. And that is exactly what they are doing. They know that we are in the end of time. But the most painful thing that when you see all this is happening, You don't see you don't see our people. You don't see people coming out to speak angrily. You don't see people coming to represent the Biafra land, coming to speak up. Those who call themselves elite in Biafra land, they don't come out to speak out of anger. They don't come and shout. They will keep silent and pretend as if they don't know what is going on. Some of them will even be buying the blackmail. Some of them will even be buying to the blackmail that the people who are perpetrating the evil are the agitators. Even when they know that it's a blatant lie. A blatant lie. We know Biafran people. There is no place, there is no evil. But Biafran people, we know the kind of killing Biafran people do. We know the kind of killing Biafran people do. We know the Biafran people, the kind of thing they get involved in. Not beheading. Beheading has never been any style in Biafra. It didn't even during the Civil War. Even during the Biafran War, we never beheaded. We didn't practice it. Let alone during the agitation. Let alone during the agitation. And you will see somebody will come and begin to push those lies, push those propaganda, and people tend to be believing it. And people will be listening to those bullcrap. A big lie and a big joke to frame up innocent people. They are just looking for a means to come and begin to destroy life in Biafra land. They have used Hobu Uzodinma with his propaganda. They have seen that every propaganda that Hobu Uzodinma was supposed to use to destroy Biafra people, none of them is working. All the propaganda they brought against IPOB was turned against them. Hobu Uzodinma have come several times to confess that the unknown gunmen we are talking about are sponsored by politicians. And that most of them are not even Igbos. They don't even speak Igbo. They don't even speak Igbo. Most of them, they don't even speak Igbo. These unknown gunmen they are talking about, most of them don't even speak Igbo. Hobu Uzodinma, who is the chief security of a state, came and confessed. He said it, and he said it time and time again. But even after he has made that confession, still, people still turn a blind eye. They push it away. The media will never talk about that. The media will still continue to blame indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB, for something that doesn't have anything to do with them. The media will still continue to blame the ESN because they have been paid to do so. Because they have been paid to do so. But Chukwu Okike Abiyama cannot sleep. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is very much awake. They are looking for a ground to take the life of innocent people. But let me tell you, Chukwu Okike Abiyama is stronger than them. You see what transpired, was it in Enugu or wherever? You saw the video that is going viral, where they went to a shrine to go and kill a native man, a man who is a native worshipper. They went to destroy a shrine. After the attempt they made to burn a shrine, they couldn't succeed to burn the shrine, and they went back to their barrack. What happened? When they went back to their camp, what happened? Every single one of them died. Those are the kind of things that happen in Biafra land. It is not beheading. Chukwu Okike Abiyama is fighting for us. And when we want to take up the challenge and fight, we fight. It is a face-to-face fight. We don't deal with beheading. We don't do that. Is not the footprint of Biafran people. We don't participate in anything that has to do with beheading. Biafran people do not behave with anybody. They don't. That is not the life of Biafran people. That is not the life of IPOB. ESN don't get indulged in that. ESN doesn't get involved in that. Even when ESN captures the terrorists, when they capture them, they deal with them and send them to God, not by beheading. Not by beheading. ESN don't go at any operation. After going operation, they begin to video and show you the picture of people they killed. No, ESN doesn't get involved in that. That is not ESN. The ESN Mazen Nandekano himself established, he made it categorically clear that their duty is in the bushes to fight against the terrorists. And he gave them warning. No pictures, no videos. They don't do that. Then for somebody to go and behead somebody, after beheading them, you took the head of the man and the woman and put on their body, and you took a picture and you begin to circulate, and you say it is ESN, it is the Biafra people. This is just a blackmail. A blackmail. A failed one at that. Because we know the people who have that footprint. Biafrans are not known for that. Biafrans are not known for such senseless killing. A senseless killing that doesn't have anything to offer. Biafrans are not that They are not like that. That is not the Biafrans. That is not the way Biafrans operate. That is the footprint of the DSS. That is how far the caliphate can go. That is how far they can go. That is why you see, when we are telling Biafrans to wake up, you should know that the enemy we are up against can do anything. The enemy that Biafrans are fighting, they are heartless. They can even kill their own child, their own. They will take the life of their own child to frame up Biafran people. They will do everything possible to paint us black. This is not the first time they are doing it. It's not the first time. You see, when people see things, they begin. It's not the first time. They have been doing it in Imo State in order to see that opportunity to destroy life in Imo State. They have been doing it, and it has been working for them. But the only thing is that their lie never flies. When they put on those lies and continue to put on those lies, we still force them. They themselves will confess. That is why Chukwu have been using Hope Uzodinma to make him, forcing Hope Uzodinma to confess. Every time you see Hope Uzodinma will come and confess. I say, the unknown gunmen we are talking about doesn't have anything to do with agitation. They are not IPOB. They are not IPOB. Hope Uzodinma have been shouting, saying it. The chief security of the state, where this evil is happening. The chief security, who is supposed to have inside information, he has been saying it, shouting about it. He went to the extent of saying that most of the unknown government don't even speak Igbo. And they have nothing to do with agitation. But yet, because of the evil that the caliphate have prepared, because of the evil the contractor called Nigeria is planning against Biafran people, they will never ever push those information. Their media will never hype those information. The media will still come out. Whenever anything happens, the media will still come to begin to blame the Biafran people. The media will still come to blame IPOB. The media will still come back to blame IPOB. The media will still come back to blame ESN. This is what they have been doing. But we know the kind of fight the Biafran people engage in. Just like the one you say that the God is fighting for, Biafran people. After they went to destroy a shrine, Chukwu Okeke followed them and destroyed every single one of them that went for that operation. None of them survived. None of them will survive. And more of that is going to happen in time to come. They think it's just by using armor tank and begin to parade around and begin to throw bombs everywhere and begin to throw grenades. Something greater than that is going to happen. Let them continue their framework. They have succeeded in buying every organization in the world. The caliphate have, that is why you see Nigeria bankrupt. Nigeria is bankrupt today. They don't have money today because they have used their money to bribe and purchase every single body you can think of in the world. They have been bribed and bought over. That is why Nigeria is stranded today. Amnesty International can no longer speak. They have been bribed. Amnesty International have been bought over. United Nations have been bought over. They're in Nigeria, but they can't do anything. They have been bought over. All the high commissions are under their payroll. That is why even the Amnesty International, the United Nations, they visited to Nigeria. They visited. When they visited, with all the protests we are doing all over the world, with all the protests, with all the things we are saying on media, yet they visited, United Nations visited. They didn't go to Biafra to see what is going on. ICC came, they didn't go to Biafra to see what is going on. They didn't go to Biafra to see what is going on. They were parading in Abuja and the north. That is to show you the conspiracy, the rate of bribery Nigerian government is involved in. This is why they are bankrupt. And they will never ever survive from that bankruptcy. They will never ever, they will continue to waste that amount until there will be no money to fund anything again. The contraption called Nigeria, they will continue to borrow until there will be no more to borrow. There will be no country to borrow them money. There will no more be any country to borrow them money. They will continue to perpetrate their evil, continue to sponsor their evil, continue to buy people until this their bankruptcy will go to the extent that they will not even have money to pay their workers. That is where he's heading to. Whoever God have lifted up, he cannot bring down. It doesn't matter how you try. It doesn't matter how you try. It doesn't matter how strong you think you are. It doesn't matter how strong you think you are. Every day you see them bringing one blackmail or the other, bringing one propaganda or the other against Biafran people. One blackmail or the other. Today you see the blackmail they have brought. I said it that this year, 2022, every single thing you can think of is going to increase. Death will increase. Blackmail will increase. Distraction will increase. Sabotage will increase. Betrayal will increase. Everything you think of will increase. And those of us who are Biafra, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to increase in our own effort, intensify in our own effort. Intensify in our own effort. Anything you are doing, increase in your own effort. But surprisingly, people who we are expecting to begin to speak up and say something to them, go to their platform, they are talking rubbish. You go to their platform, they are busy causing sectionalism. Go to their platform, they are busy preaching tribalism. People who are supposed to be talking about the freedom of Biafra people, who are supposed to be standing and debunking all this evil. People who are supposed to be debunking all this evil, go to their platform, they are busy preaching regionalism, preaching sentiment, preaching their own tribal sentiment, tribal hatred, division. That's what they are preaching.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.